So think about this. Many people say that the name Yahweh is the origin of the name Yah. And what we have been discussing, once again, regarding the roots, the Hebrew roots. Is this name actually the origin of this name, or does this name bring forth this name? Just think about that. Now think about what scholarship says. Strong's will tell you in number, let me put that Strong's number up to this, so you can research it. Number 3050 for the name Yah. Strong's will tell you that the name Yah is a contraction of the name Yahweh. Now think about that. Is that true? Now once again, based on the Hebrew root system, not so. And every other place in the Strong's Concordance, in the lexicon, wherever you see a two-letter Hebrew word, and it refers you back to a three-letter Hebrew word, Strong's Concordance and lexicon is incorrect. Because that is not how the Hebrew language operates. Okay, now what we've discussed so far, pertaining to roots, let's do this. Let's look at what this name Yah actually means. So, first letter is your hand. Second letter is a man. Arms raised. According to the ancient pictograph. Now, as we have discussed, whenever you're dealing with the Hebrew root, when you go back to the proto-Sinaitic or the pictograph, it gives you an explanation of what this basic term means. So when you look at the word hand, think about the variety of things that you can do with your hand. One of the primary functions of the hand, however, is to do some form of work. So in the name Yah, or Yah, my apologies, the hand is referencing that working hand of creation. Okay? The working hand of creation. And then when you have the man with arms raised, whenever you see the man with his arms raised, you're thinking about somebody who is beholding a great sight. Now sometimes when we do that, what it causes us to do, we sigh because of something great that we see, which also indicates that the letter Hey sometimes is just a breath. So when you put that creative workforce with this breath, you're talking about the creative breath. That's what Yah is. He is the original creative breath. But let's move on. When we break down this name and we see what it means, next thing we want to do, we want to find the first place that this term is used in the Word, which also reveals something. And for all of my Bible students out there who are following along, keep this in mind. When we are doing a word search in the Scriptures, sometimes, especially when we're following or tracking a word in its usage in Torah, is used is very significant. The placement of the word is very significant. What I mean, as far as within which story, as far as within which verse, what is it talking about? What is it teaching us? Very important. So, when we turn to Exodus, because this is the first place that the name Yah appears. Exodus chapter 15. Now, how many of you are familiar with the book of Exodus and what's being taught there? Okay? Of course, based on its English, Exodus, it references the exiting of the Israelites from Egyptian bondage. Okay? But let's look. Now, when we get to Exodus chapter 15, beginning in verse 1. Then sang Moshe and the sons of Israel this song unto Yahweh, and spake, saying, I will sing unto Yahweh, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. Yah is my strength and song, and he is become my salvation. He is Allah, and I will prepare him an habitation. My father's mighty one, and I will exalt him. Now, think about that. Here's the question. First, this is the first time that the name Yah appears in the scripture. In this passage, in Exodus 15 and verse 2. Why? That's the question. Why are we introduced to the name Yah in this fashion? And he is become my salvation. Think about that. How does Yah become our salvation? So let's go back. Let's go back to Genesis chapter 46, beginning at verse 2. And I'm going to get the board prepared because I'm going to write some things up here. Now, here, what we're going to read is the Most High encouraging Jacob to go down into Egypt. So he reads, and Elohim spake unto Israel in the visions of the night, and said, Yaakov, Yaakov. And he said, Here am I. And he said, I am mighty one, the mighty one of your father. Fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will there make of thee a great nation. I will go down with thee. Very important. Remember that. Prayerfully seek what the Creator means when he makes this statement. I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again. And Yusuf shall put his hand upon your eyes. So let's do this. Because one of the things that we have come to realize whenever we deal with the scriptures, especially the Tanakh, these things mean something. They point to something. Okay? So the Pharaoh, who is the leader of Egypt, actually points to Ha-Shatan, okay, our adversary. The taskmasters point to the things